Smack. Welcome to Super Smack.
Welcome to Super Smack.
The rugby podcast from the fans, for the fans.
And we are the fans.
We are the fans.
Biggest.
The biggest fans of rugby out there. We're the
Some would
biggest fans.
say the biggest fans to have ever existed in the game
That's
of
what
rugby.
they're saying. Yeah, that's what people are saying about us. Yep.
Yeah, I've seen
right.
your photo actually around the place a lot, like all over the weird, like at the back of a building, like down a dark alley, and it's just your face saying "big fan."
Big fan of you, rugby players.
Um,
Rugby players,
and of course, I
referees,
see my
coaches.
own face every day when I look in the mirror.
Yeah. And you write it with you steal woman's lipstick every time you come to someone's house, your friend's house. You pop into the loo. Oh, can I just use the bathroom? And then you go rifle through their stuff and get a lovely rouge lipstick, and then you write a note. You get up in your sleep and you write a note saying, "Biggest fan ever." And then when you wake up in the morning, it's just in the it's just
on the mirror
there on the mirror.
Like in
fan.
serial killer font. And then
100%.
as I go out, I smash the mirror so it's all like jagged glass. Yeah.
It's like,
and then there's
it's
one
like a scene
piece
from Cruel Intentions with Ryan Philippe and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
There's one piece missing, and that piece is obviously what I'm going to use to stab her.
Her?
Oh. Anyway, what a great... what a great weekend of rugby. A great weekend of rugby we had. Didn't we, mate?
It was
no,
okay.
I think there was some fantastic victories. Were there not?
There was a couple. There was a couple of victories.
What happened? Let's just hang on,
okay.
mate. No, hold on. I've got something.
Fuck.
News. Bay of Plenty choke in NPC semi-final.
Yep. No, we did. We had a shocking second half. Well, actually, I don't think we did. I just think Otago was too bloody good.
But
we had a great first half. I thought it was competitive first half. A couple of great tries from both teams.
Yeah.
And then we shat the bed. And, I think losing the likes of, the two very experienced front rowers, Kurt Eklund and Tossie wasn't there, who's obviously in the All Blacks these days.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think we just got beaten, man. We got beaten. We got beaten bad.
I mean, that's once Otago got a sniff of your weakness coming in the second half, they pounced on it, didn't they?
They did.
Would not let up, I got to say. Like Nareki, Miller, Casey, they were all playing bloody well. The whole time. That's the thing with Otago. They're all playing together well.
They played so well that we were getting a little bit desperate and having to roll the dice and really, chance our arm, and it just wasn't coming off. Nothing was coming off for the Bay of Plenty team in that second half.
No, it wasn't. And I got to say, the other Bay didn't fare too much better.
No,
unfortunately.
It was two very one-sided bloody semi-finals, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Bays got glazed.
The Bays got what? Got glazed?
Glazed.
Is that what they're saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's the headline I'm putting up on the poster.
Well, for all
the Bays get glazed.
We talked about this before. For all the combinations that we could have in the final, the Battle of the Bays was exciting. Battle of the South was exciting, and we've got a Battle of the South coming up next week, which I think Otago definitely deserved to be in there. I would love to have seen Canterbury get taken down in the semis so that they, don't do what they predictably do and probably roll their way to another victory. But
we all would have. But I guess at least the only takeaway is that they were 1 and 2, and they're 1 and 2 in the final. It makes complete sense. The best teams of the season are there, and they'll fight it out together. And the last time they met, it was bloody close, and Otago clinched it and obviously took the shield. I mean, we all want to see Otago end the season with the shield and the championship.
The trophy.
I mean, this is going to be literally, we talked about it last week, the greatest thing ever to happen to Dunedin in a long, long time. Even better than the train station.
When
that was built, there was huge fanfare.
You wouldn't think so. Everyone was harping on about how many fans were packed into Forsyth Bar, but when you think about it, a rugby field is an oblong. What do you call it? It's a rhombus, right?
It's a four-sided. shape.
And, the camera angle was always on the Spate Stadium, which had a fair few people in it, and it's where the supporters. But when you cut out wide, there were 3 empty bloody stands there, mate. 3 halves. It was...
Yeah.
What happened, Dunedin? What happened to Otago rugby supporters turning up for their boys in the last... I mean, unless Hawke's Bay was going to pull off a miracle, it was the last game of probably the best season they've had in 30 years?
Well, mate, if you're talking to the players afterwards, 10,000 people seemed to be really getting their rocks off. I mean, they couldn't believe that they had a whole side of the stadium even filled up. I was thinking the same as you. I was going, guys, that's not very many people. No. There should be more people coming out for this match. But they seem to think that it obviously shows how badly their support has fallen off, obviously, for that team over the last few years, maybe because they haven't been doing so well. But they thought it was Christmas, mate.
When you think about 10,000 people at the Tauranga Domain, that's probably like to capacity. Like that's all we can fit. We don't have a Forsyth Bar Stadium. Yeah. But is Dunedin fallen victim to having too big a stadium for their own good?
Well, I thought there would be a few. I thought there'd be a few more people there, but mate, it's the same in Wellington. I don't reckon any more than 10,000 would have probably turned out for a Lions game this year. In fact, they don't play them at the stadium anymore. Did you notice that? Every Wellington Lions game was at Porirua Park, the Jerry Collins Stadium. So maybe they need to go to another ground.
We fill them up for All Blacks test, right? That we've shown this year that the All Blacks definitely bring in the crowds.
Forsyth Bar fills up for an All Blacks test,
yeah. But they only have one every few years.
Well, actually, they give them. Yeah, they do maybe every second year.
Well, exactly. So what?
Usually they've got one.
You're filling up that stadium once every 2 years. Like, seriously.
Money well spent.
What the hell is going on? Why have we got such a big stadium down there then? Like,
it is unusual.
Doing gigs down there, right? Is there maybe some sort? There must be some.
No, they have concerts there, right? Yeah, they have massive concerts. But
right, I mean, they've got. I want to know I want to know how many times Forsyth Bar has been at capacity in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
someone,
yeah, and Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. Oh God,
that's what all the Dunedin mums coming out to see Ed and the All Blacks test against France.
Is Ed Sheeran even going to Dunedin? Like Ed Sheeran's too big.
I think he famously did like a couple of concerts down. No, he went for a couple of concerts down there. Mate,
that's cool.
Ed Sheeran can go anywhere. They love him. You know, he's the everyman, isn't he?
He's also doesn't probably have a big show. You know, like Beyonce ain't going to. Beyonce isn't even coming to New Zealand. Full stop.
Beyonce ain't touching down here, mate.
We haven't got a venue big enough for her show. Like
for
the likes of Gaga.
Us.
I mean, Elton John was down there maybe. Like when you've got a piano and a singer, then you probably.
I think Elton did go down there. Yeah, it's easy when you, but yeah, exactly. But you won't go to bloody Dunedin.
Didn't Elton put one foot into Otago and get pneumonia? Yeah,
I think he did.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Is that where he didn't come on? No, that was Auckland actually.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No. He was thinking about Otago and then just got pneumonia straight away.
The thought of it, he went,
yeah,
just develops this horrendous cough and chest infection. We've got to get him on some antibiotics. Oh, we're sorry, we're really laying into
no.
Dunedin,
and you know what?
But it is interesting.
But this is the thing about Otago rugby, which I love, and the supporters are. I mean, they are. All the Otago supporters I know are very loyal. There's a loyalty in that Otago supporters network that is sublime, because they have been under the pump for years, and maybe that loyalty has been taken to the end of its tether, you know. And this is what they need. They need the shield, they need the title, and then it's going to bring everyone back. It's like that.
It's bringing them back for sure. I've never seen it. We talked about it a little bit last week. It's actually mental, the bandwagoning that these Otago fans are getting on. They're making the most outrageous claims. They're basically saying that the whole Otago team should be in the All Blacks, that they're the greatest players to play the game currently. I mean, they're saying this is an NPC team. Please, let's not playing other NPC teams. Some of whom these players are not even fully professional in some ways. Well, I guess they are, but They're talking as if it's crazy. They haven't won anything for so long that they are really just going to town.
I love it, man. I love it. This is why I love the NPC, because it brings out people's true colours. Let your true colours shine.
They just can't believe, like, they're like, Camilla, my God. And they just lest we forget last year, his poor season performance, giving them the wooden spoon at the end of the competition. It's funny, what will be great is I'm really, really interested to see how the Highlanders go.
Yeah, whether it translates.
Whether it can translate, because obviously they do have a few of the same players. And I hope it does, because, that's obviously... Players.
We've got Lucas Casey in there, he had another sort of influential game.
He did.
What's their halfback's name?
Fletcher.
Dylan Fletcher.
Yeah.
Mate, Pledger. Sorry, Dylan Fletcher, Pledger. Dylan Pledger.
Ra doesn't even know your name, Pledgy.
Mate, I don't know his name because it's his first fucking year in professional rugby.
Well,
he's just out of high school.
The
guy looks like he's still calling. He looks like that guitarist from AC/DC or wherever he is, where he's coming out in a school uniform, getting changed for training.
Yeah, he looks like somebody's son who's been up playing PlayStation in his room, and he's got that little start of bum fluff, the start of a little mustache.
And don't get me wrong, I'm excited about this guy in the future because he's had a great start. And let's harness him and put him into the Highlanders and get him cranking.
Well, he's not a horse.
I guess we shouldn't really harness him. We don't need to put any harnessing on him.
No,
maybe we just let him roam free. I want a free range Dylan Pledger.
Yeah, I don't want Dylan Pledger tied up to a fence or being guided along the perimeter of a fence.
Yeah, just being pumped with antibiotics and
really weird
growth hormone.
Yeah, and they have to shoo him. He's at the end of each game. He doesn't just take his boots off. He has to they have to come over and get all the grass out.
They actually screw his studs into the bottom of his feet. He doesn't have boots.
Yes, that's why he's so good. They take him out. He's just got these weird pink holes all over his foot. Yeah. Terrible for those people with trypophobia or whatever it is. Mate, do you remember that great feeling of getting crusty chunks of mud off the bottom of your boots?
I don't actually, mate, because I had to clean my boots right after the game. I wasn't allowed to have dirty boots. My parents wouldn't. They said, we're going to buy you the flash boots. We'll get you the boots that you want. The only
But you will bloody well clean them.
Is that 3 times a week after both trainings. Yeah, because you have to do it after training as well. Yeah. Tuesdays, Thursdays training. And then and after the weekend, you have to clean your boots as soon as you get home. If we see muddy boots, then
parenting.
You get taken out and we're off to the warehouse to get some cheapos.
No,
and
British.
then you'd be embarrassed. Is it called British?
You're off to the warehouse to get a pair of British. Nobody wanted a pair of British. Mate,
people would laugh at you. You'd be but you cover them in tape. You just wrap them and you go through like a roll of lecky tape every game just to cover them up.
Yeah, you're putting on this $2 lecky tape over these boots to just cover the shame. But I would occasionally leave my boots dirty, and I loved picking they basically had a mat, almost like peeling back a rug of mud. You know that feeling? I always liked it.
Yeah. I know.
It was great. I kind of almost deliberately left them dirty because of it.
You clap your boots together at the end of the game and the mud would fly everywhere. I used to love that, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And that smell associated with it, the smell of that sort of of the mud that you take home. Oh, those are some memories. You go home, you get in the shower, you're just washing your body down. Your mum comes in, she goes, "How you going?" Oh,
where's this going?
I don't know. I don't know actually. Oh, what? Did your mum not wash you after training?
What? Did you get into the bath? Did she draw you a bath, mate, and sponge you?
Yeah, she drew me a bath and sponged me, and she said, "Well done today. Oh, lovely, lovely passing.
Yes,
that Job boy's quite cute, isn't he?
Bit
chubby."
You're growing into a lovely young man, Gareth. You're growing into a lovely young man.
Lovely young man.
Okay,
those British boots looked... Oh, sorry, that's just weird.
That's gross. Okay, I want to end this.
Okay. Sorry, mate. So next week we're going to have a Battle of the South. I think we're all going to be cheering for Otago because it is wonderful what's happening down there. The fans need to just chill out a little bit, but it is lovely. It is lovely.
I don't think they need to chill out. I think they've got another week up their sleeve to yell from the top of the hill, mate. Let's go. Let's go, Otago.
So for the first time since 1998, they can clinch the title. Canterbury have obviously won it much more recently. Mm-hmm. It's going to be good because Canterbury were playing bloody... I mean, our old friend, the Orc, the unfortunate Orc, Tom Christie,
another great
was
game.
Playing out of his skin again,
Didn't
as
make
he
the
always
All Blacks
does.
15. But you know why? It's because he's leaving.
Yes, I figured that out. I saw that. Yeah. But it's a shame. But it's a shame that he's leaving.
It's not, mate. The guy's got to go earn some money for his family.
Fuck off, Tom.
No, I don't think fuck off, Tom.
Sorry.
I think, mate, you've been a loyal servant to New Zealand rugby, and
he has. He probably hasn't been rewarded for it.
No, you've been. I mean, everyone in Canterbury's been harping on about you for years, but mate, bloody good. I mean, it would be nice
inspiring speech,
for him
mate.
to see. Yeah, it would be nice to see him leave with a title up his sleeve, but he's already got a few. I think. I don't think he needs another one. I'd rather Otago to take it, to be honest.
Sorry, Tom. That was that. I could have done.
I could have done way better
with your farewell speech. That really wasn't. That sort of sums Tom Christie up, really.
You were telling him to fuck off. It was better than yours.
Know. Yeah, well, I was very abusive for no reason. But no, I'm fond of Tom Christie's work ethic. And, good on him. I hope they treat him well wherever he's going. And all the best.
Where do you think he's going? I mean, we should probably know this.
I think he's going to Japan, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
No, he's not. He's going to England somewhere.
Again, makes sense.
Yeah. There's only so many places a man can go.
Willie Hines did pretty well over in England.
Yeah.
From Canterbury. He even had a return back to the
and old Willie wasn't ever gonna go much further, was he? Fuck, it's amazing the amount of players that don't. Jesus, the competition is huge. It was interesting watching Dallas McLeod and Enor, these previous All Black centres, carving up and playing pretty bloody well. It's funny, and it's when you watch Havili, you go, Jesus,
boring, I don't know,
they're just run of the mill, I suppose, which is why they never went any further. There's nothing special about them.
I think everyone in that Canterbury team is like a 7 out of 10. And so the average is like 7 out of 10. Whereas like in most other NPC teams, you've got a couple of 10s, you've got a couple of 8s, and then you've got a couple of 2s,
Would you not say that that's every Canterbury team that's ever existed?
Yeah, probably. It's because they've just got so much, such a big talent pool.
Apart from when they had maybe all of the All Blacks, that one or 2 seasons where they basically were the All Blacks. They've always been relatively average players, like the Caleb Ralphs or the just people that are not they're just not extraordinary.
Yeah, they're not Will Jordan, but they're not. Yeah, they're also
You're right, and all the like Wellington, the Chiefs, the Blues, that they all had much more exciting X Factor players that didn't they?
Yeah, and then also you've got some people that fill the gaps. You can't sign all the stars, so you gotta have some up and comers and. I think Canterbury's just always got consistency right across the park. But yeah, everyone remember we were really excited about Dallas McLeod. He was, for lack of a better word, bolter into the All Blacks team under Fozzie, I think, wasn't it? And mate, like he's good at NPC level and okay at Super Rugby level, but obviously there was a lot of potential in there that never got unlocked maybe, or it just wasn't there, or I don't know. Yeah, definitely been superseded by a lot of the those centres that are really shining.
He wasn't. I guess he wasn't McLeod to play the way he wanted to.
How long are you thinking of that, mate?
Nah, mate, it just came to me off the top of my dome.
Hey,
straight off the top.
That's all the NPC news. Good luck, Otago, next week.
Yep. Good luck, Godspeed, down there at Apollo Project Stadium.
You've just beaten them. You just beaten them. What, 3 weeks ago? You beat them.
You can do it again.
So you can do it again.
We'll all be supporting.
Yep.
We'll all be supporting.
And 10,000 of your best supporters will be supporting as well. I wonder how many people will make the trip up to Christchurch, because it's not far. What are we talking? We're talking like a 5-hour car drive. There might be a train. Is there a train?
I think there is. Yeah. I think that's going to be why the Battle of the South is great, because they will be able to just pop up the road. It's going to be great. You're going to have good attendance. I mean, I hope they can actually pack that stadium out for this one. Please, everybody, go along.
Well,
that would be awesome.
The thing about Canterbury supporters is they actually go. I mean, they've got the Crusaders on horsebacks and stuff. They've got a good old show down there in Canterbury.
Yeah, well, they're not going to do that for this, obviously, but they...
Oh, yeah, because it's Crusaders. Oh, yeah, what am I talking about? Do they have the horses for the Canterbury team? Nah. They might do.
I think so.
They might just bring out horses just for the fun of it.
And they could, just some average shitty ones, not like the Conquest of Paradise Crusaders ones, just like a white one with dirty down brown patches all over it or something.
Okay, here's a question for you, mate.
Yeah.
If you got a call from the Canterbury Rugby Union this afternoon saying, "Hey, Gareth, hey, I've heard you're into showbiz and you know a few things about some live performance and stuff, and you went to drama school, so hey, we've had our events." We've had our events manager pull out, and he's actually gone down sick, and he hasn't organised anything for this for the pre-game show. For this final of the NPC Crusaders Battle of the South. Can you put on a show for us, mate? And like you've got a $20,000 budget. What have you got in mind?
Believe it or not, and this is sort of hasn't really been done before, synchronized swimming. So what you do is you take one whole end of the goal line and you turn it into a giant pool.
Like an above ground pool?
Yeah, an above ground, like a para pool.
Yeah.
and we do, we spell out like things like the different names of the players, Pledeger, pleasure, and
okay,
and things like that.
How do we get the pool filled and on the field, and then also remove
with a hose? With a hose.
Obviously
hose? You have to. Yeah. Well, no, with an industrial-sized hose, and
so
you
want to get the fire department in there.
Yeah, you have to do it pre-game. But my suggestion is that we turn it into part of the game. So to score a try, you have to dive into the pool. Like it becomes.
So you're
part
changing
of
the rules of New Zealand rugby now. Yeah,
yeah. I've gone too far, haven't I?
You've gone too far.
Yeah.
I mean, you're fired before you've even started. We were looking for some, like, I don't know, just some Zorbs or,
Zorbs are so 1998 though, and also some terrible accidents in the Zorbs.
I love it. I just love a good race. I don't care what it is. I don't care. I just want a good race. I just want. Okay. I want someone falling over. I want someone. Yeah, I want some little kid in there that's going to get real fucked up.
Yeah, the bubble soccer was always good, wasn't it?
The
bubble rugby or whatever it was.
Mate, and then people just get destroyed. I mean, we've all seen a ruptured knee from a bubble soccer match.
We have. We saw it in slow motion. Good God.
Delicious. Saw it pop. Just rupture.
Well, that is fun. You're right. People want to see people just get bumped off and smashed, don't they? Yeah. That's ultimately.
And basically just having a big accident at full speed. That's what you really want to see.
Yeah. Speaking of big accidents at full speed.
Yes.
The South African tour.
What?
Sorry, that was the stupidest segue.
Made a big announcement this week. And had you heard about this? The possibility of not?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Well,
it's been on the cards for. It's been on the cards for the last 2 years. What I had forgotten, the most exciting part, was I'd forgot that they would be playing the provincial super sides as well.
Tour. It's like
I thought it was just in fact, I naively thought it was a 3-test series. It's actually, in fact, a 4-test series.
Yeah. With 3 extra games, so 7 games all up, isn't it?
Yeah, and the 4th test apparently is being rumoured to be in a neutral ground somewhere that's not South Africa. So
which
maybe the Twickenham thing again.
Yeah, Twickenham or... it'd be nice to be... what about... where would you play it? I reckon in Japan would be pretty good.
Japan,
I like
actually,
that.
going and watching an exhibition game like that in Japan would be amazing.
But imagine,
that's a good shout.
I think the Japanese fans, they love it. So I reckon they would be frothing.
Yeah, you'd fill a stadium there, no problem. That would be that's a great call, actually. You should write into Sansa.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for a job at Sansa, actually. I've applied for a couple. Yeah, it'd be quite nice.
I posted a little, we posted a little video this week, sort of a beautiful little promo for the tour that I thought was quite nice.
It really
hit me in the nostalgia feels.
Yeah.
Getting up at 2 and 3 in the morning, you get woken up by Dad and you come down. And I remember for the World Cup, at least when we were watching that in South Africa, we'd built this grandstand in our lounge. It was basically like the couches on what do you call them, the workbench things,
Sure.
Yeah,
the lifetime tables.
Yeah. And we popped them up, but it was always the most amazing feeling. And you get up in the night, get a cup of tea, hot chocolate ready, settle in, and it always had a particular feel about it, a game in South Africa. So it's going to be kind of exciting. I feel like this is one where I might actually get up and watch a game because let's be honest, when they go over these days, I usually kind of wait till the morning.
I've got a memory of us all Marae style doing the blow up beds and the camping mattresses out, moving all the couches and stuff out of the way, all the furniture, and just having the TV as a center point, and everyone just sleeping out in the lounge with the fire going because it'd be the middle of winter.
Yeah,
you had the fire. Someone would get up every couple of hours and put another couple of logs in the potbelly. Man, it was awesome. And then
it's a great feeling.
You get poked in the back of the head at 2:45 in the morning or whatever it was, 2:15, and then you'd roll over and just pop your couple of pillows up, and then you'd always, as a kid, you'd always fall asleep just before halftime or something.
Yeah, and then your dad's like, "Rah, wake the fuck up."
Yeah. You think it was a waste of time. You'd go up. Yeah, no, it was bloody lovely. I love that. I love that.
I would. I was saying to you before, I'd bloody love to go to South Africa. You and I have been to some. We've got we can boast about having been to some pretty awesome matches in some pretty key places. We've seen things at Twickenham. We've seen things at what was the Millennium Stadium.
Totally.
We've been around, but man, it would be great to go to an Ellis Park. Or Durban or Cape Town. Imagine going to one of those stadiums because I feel, that's the country where, other than those other stadiums, where the atmosphere would just be off the charts, right?
Would you say it's the greatest rivalry in rugby? Do you think our South African rivalry is bigger than our Australian rivalry?
I would say it has to be now because it is because of the two-sided nature of it. That's why both teams are always highly competitive, and you go into any game, any single game, you have no idea who's going to come out victorious. The Wallabies, unfortunately, you just don't get that anymore. We haven't got it for 23 years. It's pretty obvious what's going to happen, sadly.
Yeah, it's getting closer, but it's definitely still not the
it's a foregone conclusion. I would have said, obviously, 20 years ago, it would have been different.
So do you think
Sansa
has timed this tour to perfection? Because I do. I think it's the exact right time and it's the year before a World Cup year. I think it's a genius move from Sansa. And you know what? What we do lose is obviously the rugby championship. But we had a great rugby championship this year. This is going to be so much better for All Black rugby.
You've got the two teams that matter. What you've got, and we've just got to call it what it is, you've got the two best rugby teams on earth slugging each other out over 4 tests in South Africa. You've got 1 and 2. They're just they are the top teams. If they're the teams to beat, and they will be at the next World Cup. The teams to beat will still be South Africa and New Zealand, always. They pretty much have been for the last however many World Cups, and it's certainly not going to change. I think New Zealand are only going to get better, and it seems that South Africa are just still well in their stride, unless they have some kind of massive malfunction along the way. That's going to be great, and it's going to be competitive. It's like a Lions tour, isn't it? It's
exactly.
huge.
That's what I was saying before. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's definitely. I mean, in history, we've only done it 6 times. The All Blacks travelled to South Africa on tour, which, in the grand scheme of things,
weird to think,
that's
isn't it?
actually like. No. I guess since the birth of the Rugby Championship or the Tri Nations and that stuff, we haven't needed to do a big tour. So it's kind of nice to go back to that format, and not let go of the Rugby Championship, because I think it's still going to play its part, in All Black Rugby. And it's kind of cool to have that group of 4 Southern Hemisphere teams slugging it out and testing themselves against each other. But
I think, what's lovely, it's great for them to test themselves. It's great, obviously, for South Africa and New Zealand, this competition. But I think this competition is great for the rest of the rugby world and the rugby teams, because they can watch this and go, that's how rugby should be played. They can watch these 2 teams and go, oh, that's how you play world-class rugby. Oh, I see. I get it now.
That's not what they think, mate. That's not at all what they think. You watch interviews with all the teams in the Six Nations, and they are adamant that the Six Nations is the best competition in the world. They think that there's so much passion. They talk about how going into every game is like a World Cup final. I'm like,
man, yeah.
I see the passion, I get it, but also that doesn't really translate in the results and the quality of the rugby.
How can every game be like a World Cup final with half the teams having never been in a World Cup final? Mate, half the teams haven't even made it past a quarter final. There's only 2 teams that actually have. Poor old France has been in a number of World Cup finals and never won. That's their tragedy. No, look, I jest, but also I am kind of going, you'll be watching the 2 best guys. So, hey, if you want to have a go at the 2027 World Cup, take a few pointers from the men in black and the men in green and gold.
I wonder imagine if South Africa just decided, like, in like a rogue sort of betting like thing. I don't know. Maybe they just decide to put the World Cup on the line for this tour.
Imagine they just randomly do it.
It's like someone sliding in their chips when they know they've got a good hand. They just go, you know what? We'll put the Freedom Cup and the World Cup in the mix.
And only the All Blacks can contest for it.
Yeah. It's for the tour.
Well,
and then maybe we would go, like, to match it. We would go, you know what? Okay, we want the World Cup on the line, and what we'll put in is Richie Mo'unga's contract for the 2027 World Cup.
Jeez.
What do you think?
This is a really convoluted thing. And then all the other teams go, hang on, this doesn't sound entirely fair. And then Sansa go, but none of you guys would ever make it past the quarterfinal anyway. So why don't you just let South Africa and New Zealand battle it out? And they go, fair point.
It's theirs to give away. It's theirs to give away. And I don't say Richie's ours, but he's been signed. We've got him. Like, we should be like football, like American football and basketball, where you sign a player and you kind of own where they go. Yeah. You can send them off anywhere else whenever you want.
Charlie and I were watching the highlights last night of the Ireland match. The World Cup.
Yeah,
mate. God, it was good.
Sometimes I like doing
it was
sometimes
beautiful.
you have like a free kind of half an hour in your evening or something, and I jump onto YouTube when I've got a little bit of free time, and the first thing that pops up are always some old All Blacks games. Yeah. I don't know whether the All Blacks channel has just started pumping them out, but man, I love watching those old games.
It was. I mean, that was a bloody great game. God, it was good, and it was exciting to see Richie. Like that was the part we turned to each other. We're like, that's going to be exciting just to have him back in and around the fold. So next year for the Crusaders, oh God, that'll be us Super Smack taking you through the next Super season. That'll be our second go at it. Who do you think's gonna? Well, let's not. We'll get into that another time.
Let's talk predictions though. First up, what's your score going to be for the NPC final?
Score for the NPC final. I'm going to say Otago will do it. They're going to win their first championship since 1998. It's going to be close. It's going to be 32-29.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say around about the same. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go a little bit low. I'm going to go 29-25.
Okay.
Is 25 a weird number?
Who cares?
29.
Hey,
23?
just own it. Just own
29,
it,
23. It's 29, 23.
23. Okay.
Oh, no, you can't get 23.
To Otago?
29, 24.
To Otago?
To Otago, yeah. And what's going to happen is Otago's going to be 29-5 at halftime. And Crusaders, the Canterbury team's going to come back. And they're going to
you can get 23, by the way. You can get 23.
I'm just thinking 3 converted tries and a penalty.
Yeah. Right, I see. And what it's definitely shown is that it's probably going to be a try fest. I would love that. So, yeah, that's why go Otago.
What do you mean a try fest? It's Canterbury in a final. It's going to be, I don't think it's going to be a try fest.
No, mate, the NBC is, it was evident in those games that the attack is hot, but the defence is also very loose. I reckon you're going to see a few goodies.
I don't know, man. I reckon Canterbury's going to try and shut down the game and do what Canterbury does best, and they're just going to roll it up and play it all on the forwards.
Well,
it's going to be the likes of Tom Christie, Zach Gallagher, those Sam Darry. They're all going to be in there just really grinding away,
Yeah, well, all the best to them.
And what's your prediction for the South African tour? A long way away, but
it's too far to predict that, mate.
Come on,
let's come back.
No.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep from the South Africans.
I would like us to win the Freedom Cup back at least. So that would be my. I reckon
because that'll be on the line, won't it?
It will be. It will be. Yeah, as well as the overall series, I believe. So that's exciting.
And we'll talk to the South African Rugby Union about maybe just throwing that World Cup in there.
Yeah.
Would you take the World Cup for Richie Moore?
No.
You'd rather win it with Richie in 2027. You think it's that much of an ace?
We will. We will. All right, we better wrap things up.
We better boost.
Thanks for listening, and enjoy the upcoming NPC final this week. It's going to be absolute
Otago Super Smack.
Bad plenty suck.